This episode of The Ringerverse is presented by Searchlight Pictures. More than ever, America needs a laugh. Enter Super Troopers to the rescue. The cult comedy classic returns with the most offensive installment yet, with Super Troopers 3. A debaucherous bachelor party, an over-the-top wedding, and a dangerous drug smuggling ring all threaten the troops' future. Fill your liter of cola and roll up to the multiplex for Super Troopers 3. Meow playing only in theaters. Get tickets. Meow.
Welcome into the Ringerverse. This is, of course, the Ringers Nexus podcast feed for all things fandom. We are Steve, the architect, Ahlman, the builder and tinker of things. Jomi, the explainer, Adeniran. You've got questions. He's got answers. Oh, man, Van, he of the receding, resurgent hairline. Go, baby Chuck, 24-karat clothes. Together, we are known as the Midnight Boys. We'll be right back after this. All right, follow us on socials. At the Midnight Boys Pod on Insta, TikTok. At Ringerverse on Insta, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Jomi?
Fellas, people are loving the stuff. Guess what? I was at a Sprouts the other day. Shout out Jake from Sprouts. I'm in Sprouts. I'm waiting in line for a sandwich. He's like, yo, you Jomi? I'm like, yeah, I'm Jomi. He had a podcast up there in the Sprouts, man. Shout out Jake. I see y'all the picture. I took a picture. It was crazy. We're up right now, fellas. This is our time.
We made it to Sprouts.
We made it to Sprouts.
Niggas are shopping at Sprouts now. I'm
shout
really
out
proud,
to you.
bro.
Like moving
I'm really
around,
proud, Jomi.
Ralph's. This is the way that it goes. It goes John's, Vaughn's, Ralph's, Sprouts. One day you'll make it to Whole Foods, then to Bristol Farm.
Well, I'm not going to Whole
there.
Foods because Whole Foods is all the way around the way. Sprouts by the crib.
Wait, where's the one where all the rich white ladies go?
Erewhon.
Erewhon. Yeah,
That'll
we're
never
never,
see
we're
me.
never making it to
You
Erewhon.
gotta-
That'll
he'll-
never see me.
You'll be able to make it, but that's
Erewhon
gonna
will
be
never
that's
see
what you
me.
shoot for.
Making the
No, I
$20
will say,
one.
I was at Vaughn's last night. That shit was Gotham, bro. Vaughn's at night.
Vaughn's stuff.
They got the Ralphs off, what is it called? Like the Ralphs by the Grove. Ralphs by the Grove?
Which one?
By 3rd, I think 3rd and La Brea.
Okay.
That Ralph's?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know what you're talking about.
A little Gotham. I can see
Oh,
what you're
yeah.
saying.
Oh, no. Third and La Brea right there.
Yeah.
Now, look, Ralph's, here's the thing about Ralph's and Vaughn's. Vaughn's got all the stuff.
No, yeah, it do.
Yeah,
Vaughn's got all the
it's
stuff.
stocked.
It's just,
maybe.
it's one of the first, Vaughn's is a little bit, it's chaotic in there.
Yeah.
If you could, I was in there at like 9:30, 10. I was like,
Hey, by the way, we have to make sure that we get to the podcast sooner because I don't want to get another text from Dave Jacoby saying 21 minutes and you guys haven't gotten to the podcast yet. I want to let y'all guys know something. I don't text y'all niggas about y'all podcast.
Taking notes from Jacoby now.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my man. That's an OG in this.
Yeah,
what,
man.
what
But I
episode was
can't
that?
think-
Last
it was
week.
Last week.
I can't think of no. Anytime I texted anybody and went, it's like, "Hey man,
Hey,
you need
get
to
to
get
it.
in out of your breaks quicker." What the fuck you on right now, Jacoby? Let us know. Can we live? Can we fucking live in Dave
Yeah.
Jacoby's world? Can we live? That's my guy.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's the man. He is super nice guy, funniest guy around.
Oh, hilarious.
Like very funny.
Yeah.
Now we're on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You can watch every Midnight Boys, every House of R episode on YouTube.com/@Ringerverse and also on Spotify. Program reminders. Today, the House of R has an interview with Ryan Condal. Now, who is that again?
Ooh. Showrunner.
Showrunner House of Dragon.
I know that was. Okay, on Wednesday, the Midnight Boys are back to discuss the season finale of X-Men 97. We might have a special guest on that. We might have
We
a
just
special
might.
guest on
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So on Thursday, Bud Mash previews Wolverine and Star Wars Zero Company.
Mhm.
What is Star Wars Zero Company?
It's basically like, like those like tactical games like XCOM and stuff like that. It's just like moving soldiers on a chessboard.
RTS, real-time strategy?
Yeah, not real time. It's turn-based.
Oh, turn-based. Oh, God, it's even worse.
Nah, it's great. It's basically that for Star Wars.
But it's on a console.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Not like Halo Wars. Not
Just like Halo Wars.
Oh, boy.
I don't know why I asked y'all what the shit is when I have no frame of reference for what the fuck y'all be
This
talking
is
about.
this is how I know like I'm a nerd, but I'm not that deep because I was just like, you started talking about shit. I was like, I have
I
no,
have no
idea
clue what it
what's
is.
going
No
on.
clue. No clue. Shout out to Ryan Condal. Today, the Midnight Boys give you their instant reactions to the season 3 finale of House of the Dragon. We
Special
are
day.
at the end. The sprint is over for the Dragons, man.
Penultimate season. We only got one more season left.
8 episodes left, fellas.
8 episodes of the show left. It's been a wild ride. Okay, so we're gonna get into the show. We're gonna spoil a whole bunch of things. Hopefully, you've already watched it. If you haven't, Steve, spoiler warning. We're getting ready to talk about
House of the Dragon.
You're listening to a reaction podcast. The spoilers are coming. Okay, to begin our reactions, we're going to bring you the Midnight Manifest, where Chuck puts you in the know for all the need to know for House of the Dragon.
All right, this is your Midnight Manifest for House of the Dragon Season 3 finale, directed by Andre Parikh, written by Ryan Condal and Ty McKell. Rhaenyra is woken to the news that Aegon and Sunfire have returned. This sends the queen spiraling. Rhaenyra sends Daemon to quash the Ormond uprising in Tumbleton, dismisses Mysaria from the council and ships her off to Pentos, force feeds her sister Helena, who's on a hunger strike, marches on the Sept to declare herself the prince who was promised. And not the worst thing that happens this episode, but definitely not the best. The Arryn jumps out of her a little bit when she gets a little too comfortable touching Baela's face. Meanwhile, Aemon continues to have a hard time in Harrenhal. Alice reveals that she's a 100-year-old witch cursed to haunt the halls of the castle after using dark magic to try and keep her son alive, who was also the last heir of King Harren. Soon after, Aegon shows up with Sunfire. Aemon admits he tried to kill his brother because of his jealousy. Aegon tells Aemon he will only forgive him after the two join forces to take down Rhaenyra and reclaim the Iron Throne. At the Battle of Tumbleton, Ormond's plan devolves after losing a drunken Ulf in the city. Sir Gawain offers up Corlys to Daemon, seeing that they're marching towards their death. However, Daemon refuses the peace offering. By the time Ormond finds Ulf, he slaps the Dragon Rider around. This leads Ulf to take his frustration out on both sides and burn the city to cinders. Daemon escapes with Corlys to live another day. Back at King's Landing, Rhaenyra marches on the Sept, kills the Maester who denied her the crown, and gives a tyrannical speech that moves no one in the crowd. When Rhaenyra returns to the Red Keep, she finds that Helena has jumped out of the window to her death. That has been your very long Midnight Manifest for House of the Dragon Season 3 finale. I will start with you, Van. Instant reactions. Van, what are you looking at over on the computer?
Nothing.
What's he looking at the computer?
I'm not telling you.
Well, I'm looking at the 2014 Hercules movie. Anyway, so I thought this was a great episode. I'm talking about from a character standpoint, from an entertainment standpoint, from the standpoint of a standpoint of scale. Lots of stuff happening, lots of high leverage things happening. I thought it was a very, very, very good season finale for the show.
Okay.
And we got the full arc of Rhaenyra into our villain.
Okay. Yo, Minpoise, Jomi.
I was really worried about the episode because a lot of good things were happening, but I thought it was going to be like a redux of the season finale, season 2, where they get right up to the point where they're about to fight, and then we have to wait 2 years. But once the action started, I was like, okay, now we're cooking with some gas. And to his point, I thought this was an incredible episode. So many things, so many arcs that got resolved in this episode. Some things they set up for the future, some things at the end right now, but I was completely enthralled. I'm really glad that we were able to get the fight that we didn't get at the end of season 2. We got the fight that was supposed to end season 3 in this episode, and so I'm really glad that it all came together.
Yeah, I think the season was kind of weighed down. In 2 was weighed down very much with like the note of like, where are the battles, why aren't things happening, and then obviously this season made up for it tenfold, both in the beginning and the ends of this season. I think the battles, of course, were amazing, but I was really, really intrigued by how subtly funny this episode was, and like kind of balls to the wall entertaining for what Game of Thrones is known for, and the kind of like incredible acting chops from like all of our key players that make this show like a real good tentpole for what the like high stakes television spectacle can be in the year of our Lord 26.
Chuck?
I loved it.
I've like loved the battle. I thought everything that was happening with Matt Smith, Daemon, Corlys, Ormond, that was just like so great. Love how this show continues to do all of their battle scenes. The Rhaenyra stuff, a little fast for me. The Breaking Bad, like she had been slowly breaking bad all season. And when it like everything kind of lights on fire, I thought it might have been a little too cartoonish. Like it was everything was happening so fast. There was part of me that wished more of the season had been about that and less about like the gold cloaks shenanigans.
I disagree. Vehemently. I want a vehement disagree button. We should all have.
Okay.
We would be using it
All the time.
all the time.
I think we have disagreements, but they're rarely vehement.
Right.
I vehemently disagree.
Would it be that
So
clip?
look, let me tell you why I vehemently disagree. Let me think. I like your hair.
Thank you.
I like, you know what I mean? Because like we all blondes, but this is a very important thing just in the world. But we different blondes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We blondes with the locks.
Mhm.
You blondes with that.
Is this still blonde? This seems more like platinum.
Is it
silver.
platinum? Is platinum blonde?
No, you can be a
Yeah,
platinum
you can
blonde,
be
But this
platinum
isn't
blonde.
platinum blonde. That's like
What is
more-
it?
This is a platinum. It still looks
This
silver.
is
This is
silver.
gray. to
Silver's
me.
not blonde. Okay, because
No,
silver's
this
not
is
blonde.
gray. This is gray.
Cisco's not blonde.
Cisco's not a blonde.
No,
That's silver.
he's
That's
chrome.
silver.
This is closer to Cisco than it is.
Okay, well then what's the difference between silver and platinum blonde? Platinum blonde, because platinum looks like
Platinum
silver.
blonde is just like bright blonde with like a little bit of white in it, I believe.
Right, but I'm saying if you say a platinum
Like
blonde,
Emma Frost to me is like a platinum blonde.
What's the
Emma
difference
Frost.
between aqua and turquoise? You know, it's a name for a different type of color, man.
nah, that's not. I love when you try to be that way and then it doesn't work. Because you could say it's a deeper shade, it's a lighter shade, it's a shade that goes this way. But you know what? I don't want to talk about that because I try to explore something with my friends and it gets thrown back in
I
my
would just
face.
say is the difference between Eminem and Cisco to me.
I feel that. Because Cisco was not blonde. You can't say he was blonde.
Silver, Eminem
But
was
you
a
know
little-
what he was? A dragon.
The dragon.
Okay. So let me tell you why I vehemently disagree. Vehemently. And I vehemently disagree because I thought that even last episode, or the one before that even, I thought it's just gonna take one thing to make her go.
Mm.
What they were able to do was load up to me effectively. And I'll be interested to see how people feel about this, because there are gonna be some people that agree with you. Load up enough stressors on her and enough questions on her to where the only remaining option for her is to be exactly who Damon says she should have been the entire time.
Right.
Because that is really the thing that she's been doing. He's been there the entire time, almost exasperated with her. You're going to have to kill him. She didn't want to do it. She did not want to do it. This season to me with her character was a test of her own goodness. Like she's not in this anymore for the people. She never really was.
Yeah.
She never really was. That was what she told herself to be able to get through it, to be able to do some of the really terrible things she's had to do and really endure some of the losses that she's had to endure in order to get to the point that she is right now. But when you get to the end of it, it was never, she treats people very poorly.
Yeah.
It was never really about anything more than herself. And when she learns Aegon is alive and Sunfire is alive, it's just like, you know what, man? Fuck it. I tried. This nigga's half burnt. His dragon's half burnt. Now what the fuck do I do? Let's try it your way.
The straw that broke the camel's back. Like
Right.
all the entire season is her dealing with these things, like whether it's the people or Damon or Sheepster, like all of that stuff. And then when actually the person who's supposed to rule, remember we said he was dead? Just kidding. He's alive. His dragon's alive. Everybody is now coalescing on him as the actual ruler. I got to step up. I got to do something. And that makes her act out.
Let's step up.
Yeah. I'm curious because, like, yes, this has kind of been the, like, emotional, like, she's fighting against, like, the tides or, like, the upstream battle of, like, trying to be, like, the quote-unquote good ruler of King's Landing while still trying to, like, quell Damon and his urges to kind of just, like, trash and burn everything and, like, actually conquer. And the idea that this really came to a head in this episode, I do believe it. Emma Darcy incredibly performs it, but I kind of agree with you, Charles, that like it's always great to have more runway for that because that's the most compelling thing that happens to her at the end of this season. And it's kind of more so accentuated in episode 3, I believe, where it's just her in the kingdom, like kind of having a stressful day.
I wanted more of that.
And that descent into madness, like that episode lays perfect runway from like, okay, you could easily see how she's going to make this turn here, but I kind of would have wanted it to be more.
And I also think what I was maybe bumping up against is, if I remember correctly, the prophecy is not as tied to the books, and they are like doubling down on. Part of me thought it would have been more interesting for Rhaenyra to turn bad for all of the reasons that are already. She's lost lovers, she's lost children, she's been at war, people don't think a woman can rule. All of that stuff to me is just like great fodder for someone to break bad. I think it was more so, I don't want to say like crazy, but the descent into madness that comes from the prophecy was the thing that kind of rang the most false. I'm like, there's already so many reasons she should just be like, burn them all to the ground. It was the prophecy part that I was like, it feels like this jigsaw puzzle isn't connecting as much as I would.
Jomi doesn't fucking agree with you.
Well, I don't completely disagree. I do think like
you.
there is a better way to be like, yeah.
Jomi doesn't like you anymore.
She's lost she's lost sons. People that she's really loved and cared about have died. But also, Rhaenyra is not a good person.
No, none of these are good people.
She's incredibly selfish. This entire thing is because her dad told her that she was supposed to rule, and then someone usurped her, and she's like, no, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Right? If she does all those things for her, if she turns bad because, I lost somebody, this and that, like, yeah, you can still like empathize with her, and the show can still humanize her. But her turning bad because it's supposed to be me. Forget all that. It's supposed to be me. This is my birthright. Then you kind of like, yo, Rhaenyra, let's just chill out.
But it's been true to everything that she's been up until this point. She's just screamed it for the first time.
But the birthright to me makes sense.
Yeah.
Her initial anger, especially in that first season of, my father said I should rule, it got snatched away from me. I can understand that. Same thing when she's crying over Jace's body. I can understand that. I can also understand the prophecy. It was just, I don't know if to me, that still feels like something that was tacked on.
I don't know if it feels tacked on, but I would say that because we know it's garbage.
Right. Well, it's the thing to sell to the people.
But it's also not garbage. So this is the thing that it's not garbage at all.
For her, not for like the entire world, but for her. No, we know it doesn't happen for her.
I know we know it doesn't happen for her, but what the show and the character are litigating is destiny versus belief. Everyone believes that they have a destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks that there is a destiny. Well, all of these stories we told about people, like, you think about the stories that we tell, the really interesting stories are the ones where you subvert your destiny. And you go, oh my God, this is what the fucking old wise man told me I had to do. And then the old wise man goes, ha ha ha, you do what you want to do.
That's basically Avatar The Last Airbender.
Yeah, like, right, you do whatever you want to do. Like, whoever they said you were supposed to do is, what you're supposed to do is figure out your own destiny and the best way to serve humanity. But like in her story, is the story of the Targaryens. That's why when she gives that speech to the people at the end, what she essentially is describing is their doom.
Mm-hmm.
And she can't see it because she's a Targaryen.
Yeah.
And her being exalted is their doom. So she's saying, hey, all of this stuff happened. All of these people were together. And then he came and he united all of the kingdoms, protecting everything. Is I'm doing it for you. But what she doesn't say is that, man, we had to kill 5-6 million people. We had to go through and burn up all of these people that you know. We had to establish this kingdom where most of you guys live in squalor, but we're doing it all to protect you because we are gods and you are just people. That's in you if you are a Targaryen, particularly if you are a Targaryen that's in line for the throne. Now, we watch all of these other characters that have that color hair go off and do side quests and side missions when they are not burdened with protecting the entire realm and living up to this thing as some kind of more than human demigod, right? When they can just go to the wall or go do whatever. But when you're in that spot, you have to believe. And she's really believed the whole time, but she's been trying to trick herself into thinking she's something more than one of those people. When she found out he was back, she also found out something else. She found out that they believed in him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what broke her. What broke her was when he came back, okay, so there's a claim. That's cool, whatever. But when he came back, he was a direct rebuttal, or he was refuting her standing as the one that is promised. Because now the people believe in him. They think the fact that Aegon is alive is proof. It's the second coming. It's like Aegon's burns might as well be a stigmata, right? So like looking at that, she's like, okay, well, fuck it. They believe in him now. That's not the way this is supposed to go. The only thing I have to do now is just choke everything out to where in my dominance, they'll have no choice but to believe in the prophecy. So the thing that really, to me, ran her crazy, I can understand what you guys are saying. I think it actually makes a lot of sense. But I thought it was apt for her to break right there because now the belief system is being corrupted.
The narrative of him coming back is more for the people to believe in than a queen that's just supposed to be
She was
there.
doing everything that she was doing.
Yeah.
Everything to force their belief
Mhm.
or to earn their belief in something that she doesn't just believe in. Her entire identity is oriented around it, right? So that's why her saying, fuck it, I'm going to go to the septum and now we're going to kill. She did not do that before. She wanted them to believe in her.
Yeah, she played nice with the church.
Now she knows it's impossible. And the guy actually says it. The guy goes, okay, he's come back. That's more proof that you're legitimate.
Yeah.
And she goes, you know what? Fuck it. The only thing I have left, it's like it's a commentary on modern rule. I'll stop filibustering after this. The only thing I have left is to fucking make you believe.
Mm-hmm.
And when everybody else is dead and I'm here, you don't have any choice. If you guys don't believe me, I'll kill all of these people and I'll put somebody in there that does. So like by the time she got to that point, I felt like it was earned and I felt like Aegon being alive was the perfect thing to make her snap.
It's wonderful.
No, I mean, the Aegon and Aemon stuff to me, not to piggyback off what Chris Ryder said, like I think what happened in this episode is the Greens are just so much more fascinating to me now because when Aegon realizes Sunfire is back, he almost loses it. Where it's like he finally becomes maybe not the king he should have been all along, but let's say he would have still been on the throne if he had some of this juice. He's looking at Now, I will say the other thing, like, I like the scene, but I was like, damn, Aemon. Harrenhal really got to you. He's not even fighting back at this point.
That's growth, though.
That's also what Harrenhal does to you.
That's
true. What Harrenhal.
Well, because, I mean, remember the end of last season, when Rhaenyra finally showed up to Harrenhal, and Daemon was like, look what I did for you. He bent the knee, too. Aemon gonna bend the knee to his king. Shout out Tom Glencarney. Because he went crazy in that sequence.
He was so funny. He was great.
I'm alive! Got like hilarious. And then he read his brother for filth, dog. Hey.
But he was still like, hey, we gonna need Vhagar.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Well,
I mean, come on.
At first, he wanted him to be regular Aemon. And by the way, I don't know what he thought he was going to do. I guess he was going to burn him with Sunfire.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but like he came there. Did he know? He had known. He had already heard that Vhagar wasn't around. But to me, that scene where he goes, oh man,
I was supposed to enjoy this.
I was supposed to enjoy this.
I love that. I
loved it too.
It was great.
Wait, is Alice now the ultimate MILF? Because when Aemon found out she was 100, he was like,
oh, he was right back in. He's like,
when she walked in, like his brother's like, who is she? Oh, that's my betrothed. I'm like,
that's my wife. I'm like,
but
what?
like she was telling that story, and I was like, damn, you've been alive for 100 fucking years, trapped in this fucking castle. I was really fucking sad.
I don't think she
wonderful.
can leave the castle though. I think that's part of her curse is that she can't leave the Riverlands or anything like that. So when Aemon's like, yeah, you're gonna get Vhagar out of here, you coming with me.
Yeah,
dog.
I know
she's like, no, you can't leave because she's gonna be alone again.
Yeah, and I know that we complain a lot about like how slow the show gets when we get to Harrenhal, but I think this was actually a really great, not justification, but I think use of the lore of Harrenhal and what it does to not only people in that realm, but like it's a great metaphor for what Rhaenyra is going through right now when like somebody is trying to fight against that fate that is already determined for them or already destined for that. Alice has tried everything, got all those maesters, tried witchcraft, and failed. And then the price for all of that is you're cursed to this place and you live here for 100 years.
I mean, but the thing that I always found what was interesting in the first Game of Thrones about prophecies is that most of the time they were either bullshit or it was the prophecy that would undo people. The more that they believed in the prophecy, the more that they would just sign their own fate.
Yeah.
And that's what I always felt like worked in that original show, which was like, you actually think it's going to go this way, but you can't control your destiny. You can't control your fate. And the more that you think that you are the prince that's promised, the more that you were not. And that's what I do think works with how Rhaenyra sees the world, where it's like, the reason that even she has to dismiss Mysaria to me is because like that's her last moment of weakness and humanity as a ruler. And she can't stand to have this person who basically saw her at her lowest, where she was begging her to just be like, am I worthy? Am I really this person? But it was Masari was rough.
Money on the dresser. Just
That's a man.
That's what happens.
Just be like, yo,
Explain.
I mean, you think that they respect you, but then they show you that they don't.
I mean,
Okay? You think that they respect you. You think that they tell you that they're going to come into your... You know, I oftentimes wonder what happened the next year after Pretty Woman. I oftentimes
All
wonder...
right, don't get us sad now.
you
How do you know? How do you know that they didn't live together happily ever after?
They might have.
Yeah.
They might have.
It's that
Or it
ending of
could
The
have been-
Graduate where they're just sitting on the bus then?
Could have been, or it could have been Pretty Woman 2, divorce. Okay? I often wonder if he could truly accept her because she had a heart of gold. She hadn't been doing it for that long. You know how they slipped that in the movie, right? She only been doing it for a couple of weeks. Because if in Pretty Woman, if he'd have said to her, how long you been doing this? And she'd have been like, I'm 7 years in this motherfucker.
Right.
Maybe he looks at it differently because he looks down on her.
How would this have affected this in the OnlyFans era?
If
If Pretty Woman took place now.
I mean, look, at this point, that's how Pretty Woman starts. You see her and then like whatever. I mean, niggas don't care no more, and that's great.
Right.
We've taken these stigmas away.
We are about to touch the
but I'm saying that's great. That's great. It's great. But what I'm saying is, in this situation, treating her like that shows me that you never really loved her and fucked with her and like valued her in the first place.
Can Masari go back to her homegirl? I wouldn't.
No.
I would have.
Hell no.
I would have.
I would have got on that boat to Pentos, bro. I forgot all about it, man.
Mm-hmm.
She got more to do. She
What?
worked for a lot of this shit. She got now.
No,
You know what?
no. She got paid out. She had service.
Yes.
The minute she got off that fucking wagon, I'm like, bruh, the dragons are descending.
You
Like,
got bought
get the
out of the
fuck out.
contract. You just go.
Look, at this point, if I'm her, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Let me make some trouble in it. That's what I love about this episode.
Make some trouble.
Make some trouble.
trouble.
What
She
she
can't help
She
herself.
you know
She
she
can make some
goes
trouble.
crazy.
She's resourceful. What I liked about this episode is it felt like everybody broke out of the chains and shackles that were locking them in. Everybody made the wrong decision.
Yeah.
It's a episode
Everybody said,
full
"Fuck
of
it."
wrong decisions, right? But Ulf is
King.
He is the thesis for this episode. Because the thesis of this episode is, you know what? Fuck you too. That's what this is about. Is fuck you too. Rhaenyra to the goddamn Sep guys. You know what? Fuck you too.
Yeah.
Ulf with his dragon busting the U and coming around, burning them up.
No, it was so funny. He went the long way around.
He spun that block crazy.
There, it's done.
Like Ulf is drunk. He on the back of the dragon. The one fucking thing, Ormond. What a fucking ridiculous mistake. So Damon smacked Ulf around, and that's what pissed him off.
Yeah.
And then Ormond does the same thing, and Ulf is like, you know what, bro? Fuck you, dog.
I'm not defending it, but if I'm Ormond, first of all, you know I got my nose is weak, and your fucking dick is out, fucking on the fucking.
Did I ask you to come look for me?
Yeah.
I didn't know. You didn't
Hey,
know
bro,
what kind
you
of-
had one job. Ulf had one
that's
job,
facts.
dog.
Crazy.
That's facts. But to me, I'm not like, don't put your hands on me, dog.
That's the
Nah,
one thing.
I wasn't fucking with Ulf because he was up in the fucking tavern.
Yeah. He was
just
demanding a trade.
talking
He was
shit.
talking crazy about Damon, man.
He was
talking crazy.
drunk. He was
So
drunk.
that excuse is it.
That's the excuse.
And fucking
Hey,
the
you know
whole
what?
plan
All
up.
that shit is okay. Just don't put your hands on me. You smack me around in front of people, I'm gonna burn your dumb ass up. Well, I didn't burn him up. I'm gonna burn up all your people. I'm gonna burn. Don't burn me. Don't fucking smack me and then send me on the dragon to go do your bidding. I got a dragon.
Flying under the influence is crazy.
That is tough.
bad.
Yeah.
So
was
I
talking
will
about
say, what it was like, not the longest part of the episode, but what I thought was really genius is that Damon is almost in the he is in the position now where maybe for the first time ever, he sees what dragon fire can do from the ground.
Yeah.
And
Victim
when
of
he
dragon.
wakes up, it's like, oh,
He was
my
shook.
shit. What did we do? What happened? I want to ask Jomi the Explainer, because I was doing my Googles and
Oh,
shit.
daddy. Mm.
In the
Father.
book, isn't it Ulf and Hugh that turn? And it seems like in this episode, Hugh didn't turn, but Damon definitely does see him being like, why the fuck are you
Yeah,
here?
well, because nobody, all hell is broken loose. Nobody's following instructions, right? Nobody can find Ulf. Hugh was supposed to be guarding. He's supposed to be on Vormithor at King's Landing, but he's there to try and rescue his wife.
Yeah.
It's just completely helter skelter, messed up. I think Sea Smoke is supposed to be there in this battle as well in the book. So a lot of moving pieces. Like obviously, I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, we've talked about it all season. A lot of things have changed from the book to the show. But I think in this particular battle, they encompassed just the nightmare that Tumbleton was.
The battle was incredible.
A spectacle for sure, but just the devastation, the loss, and the absolute just like, holy crap, what the hell are we doing here? Aspect of that battle is just on screen for all to see, and it's amazing.
Is this battle, I don't know if I agree with the politics, but you could go back and say to Rhaenyra, hey, just to be real, if you start handing out the nuclear codes to every motherfucker, this is kind of what you're signing up for.
So it's really funny. In the books, Jace is like, don't do this. You start giving this stuff to people, they gonna think they're us. They gonna think they're as powerful as us, and they're gonna act untowards.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, so the common folk, the poor folk, don't get dragons?
Nah,
I mean, Jace called them mongrels in the show.
Yeah, he's like, yo, that's not. We can't do this. This is not a good idea. Again, you start giving people, hey man, hey Ulf, you the little homie, but we gonna give you a dragon. What happens? Ulf think he the man now. Ulf out there.
Well,
drinking,
you also treat him like shit.
Well,
so.
no, but even still though, right? Even before that.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yo, I'm the man. Yeah, he went back to his hometown. He went back to the town. It was like, yo.
The problem is they treating him like the help, because I will say, this is not the worst thing that happened in the episode, but when Rhaenyra grabbed Baela, I was like, hey, yo.
Okay, well, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is.
I mean, like, Rhaenyra was messing up the whole episode. That was racial. That was racial.
Rhaenyra racial?
Racial. That because she grabbed Baela.
It's in your blood.
It's in your blood. What does that mean?
That was I was like,
come on, man.
Race?
Absolutely. Come on, man.
I don't think it was race.
You don't think so?
Look at you.
I don't think it was race.
You don't think it was race?
Wow.
Valet, they don't think for the first time. For the first time,
Wow.
Valet, they don't think it's race.
Bridge is built.
As a matter of fact, I think that it's really disgusting how you guys have indulged into race baiting to answer questions of
All
plot
right,
that are.
I know you not.
Keep race out of it. Keep race out of it.
I know you not. You want to bring up the notes app?
Well, no. Hey, I saw another one. Widow's Bay. Hey. That's what I FaceTimed you about.
That's what you're gonna FaceTime me
I
about?
FaceTimed you because in Widow's Bay, in the car.
Oh God!
Like when it's all of them in the car in Widow's Bay. A friend of mine. Okay, so I got to finish. Let me finish the story. So in Widow's Bay, when they're all in the car, is his Evan and everybody is in the back, and there's a black girl right there.
Right.
Another one dropped. A first one just dropped. Okay, number one. But I have to stop doing this for real. That's why I would like if you guys stop bringing it up, because a friend of mine went to a meeting at Warner Brothers.
Oh.
A meeting at Warner Brothers. This is the true story that he told me. So I don't know. I can't say if it was a meeting at Warner Brothers. And he says, he mentions my name in the meeting. And he goes, isn't that the guy that doesn't like biracial people? That's not a true thing. Okay.
I love that they immediately discredit it as like, oh, he just hates biracial.
I'm telling you. My man hit me up and he goes, I have a funny story to tell you.
That's
He's
right.
like, meeting I don't want, okay, I've been asked to stop, and some of those same people are going around town. That's not what happened.
See?
All right, and so I'm not saying
I think maybe it's time to issue an apology to the biracials.
Does that camera right there?
Yeah.
I would just like to take this time to address the biracial community on behalf of things that have been said on this podcast and on Higher Learning the podcast, and just let you guys know that we are one. I recognize and understand that we are one.
You missed the I'm sorry.
For what?
You missed the I apologize.
For what? For what?
If you're going to apologize,
We are
you should-
one
you gotta
big black community.
Yeah.
I am
And
sorry
I'm
for making
sorry
you feel belittled or less than.
This might be the biracial agenda, though.
If
No.
If I said anything,
By the way, Lindsay,
if I said
I'm gonna need an
anything,
apology rating on this.
if I
Apology
said
rating.
anything that offended you, my bad.
all right, dog. No, fuck off,
Come on,
dog.
man.
But while we're getting spicy, Adam's a house Negro.
Adam or Alan?
Wait, which was the ball wolf? Alan is a house Negro,
All
bro.
right. Hey, bro. First of all, bring up what's the actor's name again? Because we want to say this very clearly. We're not talking about the actor himself.
No.
But I
that
gotta be
character.
real. I completely agree.
It really hit me hard.
It's
I'm
tough.
like,
He became-
damn.
It's
When
not happens.
Rhaenyra was in his ear about like you are the blood of old Valyria.
He put on the helmet. He became the feds
Yeah.
immediately.
Killed a priest. That's how you know. Because that's not something that a sister, but what as you going to church and act crazy in the
but
church.
she's not getting
she
her hands
made
dirty.
him do it. I'm like,
Yeah,
you do.
You would want to kill the priest.
He
you
looked
kill
at
the
his
priest.
brother like, get the fuck out of here.
Think about that. Turned his back on his brother for a white woman.
Hey, guess what?
For
And
a
I
white
will
wo-
just.
For Rhaenyra.
For
Yeah.
a white
And no, and I
woman.
will say he turned his back on a black queen because he's like, hey, yo, did you hear what she did to Bela? Man, fuck off.
Fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
not to defend Alan.
I knew this would come from
All
you.
right.
Just go ahead, but do the same thing. This is all I ask. Do the same thing to him that you do to me.
It better be good, Jomi. What's there to
All
defend?
He has always been about duty, and he has always been about following orders. That's been his entire life. At the shipyard, with his father, that with Rhaenyra. He's not a guy who asks any questions.
Yeah.
When he's pointed somewhere, he does it. Would this have been the opportune time for him to look in the mirror and be like, hey man, maybe I need to decide to make my own, I need to decide I gotta make my own decisions. I need to do something for me. Absolutely 110%. But this is extremely in line with the guy we've known for 2 seasons now, which is if you point him somewhere, he will do it. He will do it without fail, and he will honestly probably succeed. That's
So,
the kind of
do you
guy.
think he
That's
has-
why she went to
Do you
him.
think he has ambition like his brother said? Or do
No.
you think this is
I
more
don't
of
think he
just
has
He
his
doesn't.
ambition
That's why.
at all.
That's why when she's like, "Hey, go be my sword," he's gonna go be the sword, despite the fact that we're sitting there like, "Brother, this is a horrible idea. Listen to your brother. He's got sense."
But here's the thing. Your dad is captured. All of the soldiers that you want to boss around now are like, hey, that is our lord. Is it fuck him? Then Bela, who you supposed to be in love with,
That's your
I guess.
girl,
He's
yeah.
like, fuck her. And then your own brother is like, hey, man, come
I
on.
need you to lock in.
that one friend that just wants to keep the job. Do anything to keep the job.
I mean, look, what Jomi said makes a lot of sense. But a lot of times, those are the types of things that we expect culture to override. So that's kind of what makes you like Uncle Tom. What makes you Uncle Tom a lot of times is when you go, I'm getting cuffed and I look over at you and you look, because you back in the blue. I'm like, what about the black, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna let him talk to me like this? Like you see these fuck ass cops, whatever. But so what I'm saying is that is the type of thing that kind of makes him that.
Yeah.
If we were calling him that, maybe it's not fair. Maybe it's very consistent with his character. But at the same time, it did seem like in this situation, there was a clear choice for his character to make between the connections that have been made in his family, the new family that he has, and all of that stuff, and what really felt like self-advancement at a point. Because
Really?
yeah, because Adam did not do the same thing. Adam goes up and Adam is like pulling on him going, hey, there are a lot of people here that we need to kind of keep in the front of our mind. And his thing is he's been asked to do this. So yeah, she probably understands that he is duty bound in a way that a lot of the characters aren't. And she operationalized it, but at the same time, the way we view loyalty is in a personal relationship and not necessarily a loyalty to an entity.
And he knows he already cursed. I felt so bad. Once he killed old dude, he looks at the sword. He's like, fuck, man. He's like, I've cursed my line for generations now. You can't be doing that.
You can't kill the Pope, man. You can't do that. That's brutal. We talked about it when we were watching it. But a lot of things happen in this episode. Characters do a lot of things that they can't walk back from.
Like Damon killing kids? Come on.
Those 2 kids rolled out the way. Run the
Nah,
footage.
he killed those kids.
Run the
We're not
footage.
doing that.
Those 2 kids
He
ran
said
out the way.
Dracarys. He did not wait. He burned them little 2 motherfuckers.
He was going to kill those
He was
kids.
going to kill them at
I
night.
don't think
was
he
crazy.
did, but he definitely was going to kill those
My
2
thing
kids.
is like, why allow, like, is I get it, but like, why why even give it to him? Why give him the hesitation situation? Are we still trying to wrestle with Damon's humanity?
No, because remember before he left, Rhaenyra was like, "Yo, don't embarrass me. Don't do nothing crazy out there now." And he was like, "I got you." Regular Damon would have burned that whole thing, would have burned the whole town, burn the kids, burn the old women, burn everybody, and be like, tough head, we got to get this done.
It was funny when the messenger rolls up to the war tent. They put kids up there. Yeah, Damon's just like, God damn it.
Hello, Ringerverse fans. I regret to inform you that due to the initiation of Deep Shadow Protocol, this bit had to be edited out of the pod. I know, I'm just as disappointed as you are. Thanks as always for listening, and the Midnight Boys, pew pew, we'll get back to you shortly. It's not funny.
Come on,
it's not funny. It's not funny.
See?
Oh my God, I can't breathe. My head hurts.
We're not even going to get into some of the subtle political messages that were
hardly
shoved
that
into this show.
Oh my God.
Let's go to the high towers real quickly.
Oh.
All right, what's your man, the top high tower knight guy?
Orman.
Not Orman.
Or Bold John Roxton.
No, he the man.
He the man.
Yeah, like he's the heavy. Gwaine,
yeah.
So Gwaine, back to Gwaine. Gwaine is unkillable.
Plot armor like crazy.
Like Gwaine,
short of Huey and the boys, does the plot armor not falter for him?
I'm starting to fuck with Gwaine's character so much because all Gwaine is doing in this is surviving people with fucked up ideas.
Yeah.
Surviving Sir Christian Cole. And he just knows, I love a character that knows just when to cut they fucking losses, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he not going down with the Death Star or getting blown up on anything. He is like, you know what, man? It looks like the rebels got you guys. I'm out.
Right.
And so he's done this several different times. At the end of this episode, when it pops up and he's not dead, I'm like, this motherfucker here knows how to keep cooking.
I mean, I even love where he's trying to find his nephew. He runs, the nephew about to pull out the dragon. He's like, hey, yo, come on. Like,
well, that's a good scene because he's like, yo, he doesn't say his name, but he invokes Christian. He's like, yo, man, I've seen people act a fool when they know their time's coming. My homie did that. Your uncle's doing that. You don't have to do that. Mm-hmm. We can figure something out. We can go. And then ultimately, like, I mean, we don't know where Darren is at the end, right? He's looking for Darren as he gets up. But to your point, he survived Christian Cole's death march. He survived Orman's death march. Like, this guy, he the man.
Now, is his cunning like cowardice or calculating? In this world, it could be seen as cowardice.
He's the smartest person in the show.
Right.
Once there's dragons in the sky, I don't know how much cowardice. Like, if I don't have a dragon, I'm like, hey, yo, bro, come on.
Well, what
are we doing?
What do you think about his offer for peace, though? Smart move?
It's tough.
Or the only thing that you could do?
At that point, it's the only thing that you can do. I wanted to give MVP to Corlys because, like, Corlys was crashing out this entire season. And he finally got back to, you know, Corlys being like, I think he knew deep down Daemon wasn't going to listen to him. But him even just being like, come on, bro. Like, let's just have peace.
So you can only be a coward if you run from a fight where there's something to fight for. Like, if you walking down the street and you accidentally step on somebody's shoe and they go, yo, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, bro, chill, dog. Hey, man, you got it, bro, man. My bad, bro, straight up. But, you know, if you are defending someone or if your cowardice is being called upon, right? Mm-hmm. It makes you a coward when you refuse to defend something that's worthy of defense. Mm-hmm. But when you look at something and you go, hey, my life is not worth that, and there's no honor on the line, there's no safety on the line, like running from something stupid, not dying or getting in a fight or busting your shit up for something dumb does not make you a coward. Yeah. So I don't know that I've actually seen cowardice from him. Sir Christian Cole goes, hey, I want to march to a glorious death. He looks at him like, yo, I'm not on that.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm afraid to fight. I fight when it's time to fight, but I'm not going to fight your ridiculous Pyrrhic, maybe even Pyrrhic. No, Pyrrhic is actually victory, but I'm not going to fight your ridiculous, like, insignificant battle for your personal trauma. And he's looking around and seeing a bunch of people that are putting their personal trauma above anything else. He looks at his nephew. He goes, bro, you want to go out and fucking die for all of this dumbass shit? Yeah. No. What the fuck are you doing? Don't get on the little bitty dragon and go out there and get your shit pushed in.
I mean, I will also say, both times for Sir Gawain, I don't know if he's completely fighting for other people, but you could say with Sir Criston Cole, it's like you are leading a bunch of men to their death. And then at Tumbleton, they are putting kids on a wall. At a certain point, someone has to roll out and be like, do we need to do it like this?
Yeah.
Because most of these people are going to die.
Man, I mean, they have the scene at the beginning. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when Ormond is knighting Darren, and there's a scene, like a cut where he's doing the sword taps, and you see Gwynline be like, bruh, like this is not what he wants for this kid, right? He does not want him to go and die in his uncle's, crazy war. And then when they're lining up the kids on the wall, and he's like, yo, what, like this entire thing is worthless and useless, and now like innocent children have to die for this. Like we don't have to live like this. We don't have to do this. Like he was telling Darren, like, yo, Darren's like, I can't run. He like, yes, you can, big dog. Like I won't. Like for you, he loves that kid. He loves that kid like his own son. So like, bro, you got to do whatever you got to do. I'm here for you.
My dad told me, said, there's a difference between running and leaving. To me, I respect Gwen.
Yeah,
I respect him. I didn't see him. I haven't seen him avoid any battles. I've seen him do things that are brave. I just think he's not fucking stupid. And everybody else in this show
is pretty stupid.
So monumentally stupid.
Dumb as rocks.
I mean, everybody in this show is the dumbest nigga that has ever lived in Westeros. It's a dumb off.
I mean,
in House
even
of the
it
Dragon.
was so funny when Roderick, he was yelling at the wall. They went pop.
Shot the hose.
Right
Like,
next
yeah.
to it. And that's what I hate. I hate where I'm like, damn, I'm standing next to the leader. And they start taunting the motherfucker. I'm like, don't taunt them. Don't send the arrows this fucking way.
You can see where the line is.
Yo, is Damon a bitch?
Damon?
You're not gonna do it.
No.
Come on, man.
So let me tell you why. Let me ask you why though. Let me ask you. Just here. So we ain't seen Damon get busy on a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, kind of a weight bully. That's what there's a term in boxing called a weight bully. And that's like, hey, if naturally I fight at 175 because I walk around at 200 or 190, I only fight niggas that's coming up to the weight. So I fight guys that are like 160, 170 trying to make this weight, kind of trying to come up.
Where you've just been that weight.
Yeah, I'm a been that way. So it's a weight bully. You weight bully people around.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go up to the next weight class, you go fuck with the heavyweights, and then you get punched in your shit.
Right.
Now, what I saw in this episode was Damon, who I've seen flex his shit a lot to motherfuckers who can't fuck with him, get fucked up by the
old John Roxton.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Looked like to me, Damon was having some problems. That wasn't Aemon. That wasn't the guy that you cut off his head from behind. That wasn't none of that. That was a guy that was on your level, and it looked like to me he kind of got with him a little bit.
You gotta respect both John Roxton, okay? His sword is called Orphan Maker. Okay.
I'm not fighting you. Fuck that. Bruh,
I'm going
like,
out of
But here's the thing. Damon, that was, to your point, that was a higher weight class.
Yeah, it was.
That dude had at least 100 pounds on my man.
Yeah, he did.
Come on.
John Roxton is not like you. Damon is the man, right? Damon, but both John Roxton is also one of them once. Okay, it's legitimately like a heavyweight battle of two guys who can throw hands.
Yeah, luck the
That's
fuck out
why
when that debris
he
came.
was getting a little handled because he was caught by surprise.
Guys, I understand what you're saying. All I'm saying is in this situation, I didn't see that same swag. I expect to see that same swag, that same whatever.
David got some licks in. He got
he got some licks in, but I'll tell you what, that was a 10-8. That was a 10-8 round. It looked like he was on his back to me.
Oh no, he was about to get got. Like that was luck.
You would, you would have given it to John, but via a split decision though.
What?
It wouldn't have been unanimous.
I think
he was scoring it.
Well, it looked like to me it was almost a knockout. If the fucking shit wouldn't have fallen down and split them up,
he was giving them hands when they were both at the swords. He dispossessed him of his sword first.
True.
So where does John Roxton fall in the hierarchy of badass motherfuckers with the sword?
He's probably like top 10 because you can't put him against like Sir Arthur Dwayne, obviously.
Yeah, that's the best.
Where was
Cole?
Right. Cole
In this time period.
in this time period,
Just House of the Dragon time
Or
period.
remember in the first season he beat what's his name? I can't really forget his name. Damon in the
In the
like
games.
it's like the opening scene,
Yeah.
like the first thing.
Yeah.
Right? He beat
The
him
tourney.
there, the tournament. Yeah, right. So Cole got hands too. I think like over time we've seen that like Damon is like probably like the best swordsman like in this time period. But him, John Roxon, obviously, Aemon's got hands. Aemon's got hands. And what's his name? And Cole, probably like your top 4 guys with the sword at this point.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now. Exceptionally dangerous in combat, ranking comfortably amongst the upper tier fighters in his era due to his lethal skill and the advantage of wielding a Valyrian steel sword called Orphan Maker. Yeah. So look, all I'm saying is this: I still fuck with Damon, but this was an episode, and I think this entire season, and this is why I really enjoyed this season. This season sought to strip away some of Damon's reputation to make him into a character that was easier for the writers to mold. Because he was such a badass in the first couple seasons of the show that just could not persist once we had to have a more critical eye of the black.
Is Damon, is he aging out,
Could be.
Is he an aging player?
He's a vet.
Can't really, maybe this is his last war. Well, this is definitely his last war.
I mean, you're mentioning like for him to be there and Corliss be like, yo, man, it's time to go. And you see the look on his face, man. He was like, you never seen Damon shell shocked. You never seen him like, yo, this is too much even for me. He was looking around like, yo, bro, this might be, this is bad. This is grim. At this point, man, like it is a level of, is it time for you, brother? Call the family. Go home.
I will say though, the true villain of this, besides the Bela shit, the minute I was on some like Rhaenyra needs to die, is when she was force feeding Helena. I'm like, get her out of here.
That was horrible.
That was rough.
Should we talk about Helena?
Part of me
was tough.
Part of me thought, because I was rooting for Helena, I was like, man, Helena. I thought she was like escaping to go get Dreamfire. Be like, you know what? I'm gonna set it off.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that like she would just try she could escape. I like that. Like this season, I was like, man, Helena annoying. And by the end, I was like, damn, she deserved better. She
Absolutely
deserved better.
She had that scene with her and Rhaenyra where she's like, all the things you love are ugly. Like all of this is ugly. And it was such a beautiful metaphor when she's talking about like that beetle that like feeds off the wastes of other animals. And it's like gold and green and all of these things. And Rhaenyra just doesn't understand like the type of mind that she has because it's not from this world of seeking power and destiny and all these things. And she's just appreciating life. And oh my God, the line of like, you think being alive is simply not being dead. Like so good.
Helena and Bela was reading Rhaenyra for filth. I was like, I don't know if I could have had those two back to back. Because I would start looking at myself different. Like I'm like, damn, every single person that I talked to in this episode is basically like, you're full of shit, you're ugly, your friends are fucking ugly, I hate you.
I thought Rhaenyra would have had a more like active role in Helena's death, but I don't know if it's as sinister as killing Helena, but it's nearly that where Helena's gone over the same window that Tommen went in over.
I was about to ask, is that the same?
It looks, brother, it's got the
window.
same eye line to the steps right there. I'm like, that's got to be the same window. But she's like, oh, she went over and she looks at the tapestry she's working on and she sees like Helena falling down. And then she goes over a little bit and she sees, oh, I'm on the throne. Oh, that's good for me. Drops it, closes the window.
Even though I'm drenched in blood.
I did laugh a little bit.
Doesn't
Her
care.
just being like,
Close.
But
Doesn't care.
But that's a complete arc.
Yes.
That's a complete arc, a total subversion. That scene right there legitimately is like it's Anakin cutting Mace Windu's arm off. Like you've completed your arc. Like Neil, you are now Darth Vader, because this entire season, this entire show, once again, what the character has been struggling with is this prophecy and this promised thing to rule that also is bumping up against the fact that she's trying to be decent while doing it. Yeah. Legitimately, in that scene, she looks at it. Dead sister. Not a moment after, I'm on the throne. So anything that happens to get me on this throne is okay. And that also means the death of her sons. So like at this particular point right now, it's done. It's her character is now fully formed, which I think is the great thing about this season.
Yeah.
Is that there is no more in between with her. Like throughout the grabbing of the face. When she consolidates her people, she consolidates the most robotic people. She doesn't consolidate like it's Alan,
Alan,
and
Tor
it's
Mandalay.
Damon. It's like she consolidates the people that are wind-up toys, not the people that are human beings.
Yeah.
All of those people
Send Masaria to the crib.
get the fuck out of here.
Can I ask, do you think, because I think you can read it two ways with Helena's death. Masaria, as she's walking out of the castle, warns Helena that essentially you are never leaving here. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think Helena, her death is because, or her suicide, is that she's like, oh, I'm never going to escape this? Or because now that Rhaenyra is on a one-way track, her visions are more clear, and she's like, okay, all of my family's going to die. She has seen enough to know this is the end of the Targaryens. This is the end of like my sister, my brothers, my kids. Because I was like, I think it's a little bit of both. Because she's making this tapestry, and it seems like once she finishes the tapestry, she's just like, there's just no future.
But also there's also this great thing that isn't like a hard confirmation because of that. Like, yes, the tapestry is likely prophetic in the fact that like she is seeing this and this is part of her vision and she's keeping that from Rhaenyra. But there was a fleeting thought in my mind where I'm like, what if she had just finished that tapestry in order to sate Rhaenyra and like just calm her and like affirm her that like that's what this is. I'm going to kill myself. It was basically her suicide now.
That'd be really kind for Helena to do. I don't know why she would throw Rhaenyra that lob.
She also has never at any point in the show been that cynical.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But like, I like that idea. I like a whole backstory. What if we got a bottle episode where all of this stuff is Helena's doing? She's behind it all.
Weaving the tapestry.
I apologize. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right.
But look, what I'm saying is the show is fucking awesome. That's what I'm saying.
We're not gonna talk about Allison showing up at the last 5 seconds.
No, we're not gonna show about it. Where the fuck she been at? All of this, all of this shit going on. What the fuck?
That's the shit that pisses me off.
Like everybody fucking burnt up. Man, niggas getting burnt up. They shit cut off. All of this. You in the forest with some fucking moths. What the hell is happening?
Snow White.
Well, I mean that to me because I felt bad for Allison because in earlier episodes wasn't Helena talking about the fucking flying insects or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like Allison realized she's like, damn, Helena's out of here. Like I think that was her like
that could be
like it was a metaphor for like
maybe I don't know if Allison's too keen on picking up like those notes. But
there seemed to be a little bit of sadness on her face, like melancholy.
I can't wait for season 4, bro, because Allison gonna show up like, hey man, what's going on, man? Where everybody at, man? What's going on?
Perfect motherfucking segue. Talk about season 4. What's going to happen?
It's the last season, right? We get 8 episodes. It is going to be a time.
So let's talk about, before we get to that, and this will help set up season 4, what is the board now? Because essentially, we know that Ulf has flipped.
Has he flipped though? Because he was burning everybody.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I have a question. That's my
Ulf
thing.
is rogue.
Yeah, he's
well, so he's not black or green.
Yeah,
right. In the books, Ulf and Hugh are like, yo, we rocking with the greens, big dog. They pick a side.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, obviously, we don't know what's going on with Hugh.
But it seems like Hugh, when his wife dies, that might be a triggering event of like, if Rhaenyra had listened to me early in the season,
the Blacks did this. It's their fault.
Given me everything that I wanted, my wife would still be alive.
But Ulf, we had to get Ulf in the books. Like, yo, I'm Team Green. So for him to like burn Ormond, like that's, I mean, everybody knows. Like, hey, he the guy who killed Ormond. Like, what side is he actually on? Right? Is he Team Green? Is he Team Black? Who knows? Or is he just a wild guy out there, which is arguably worse? If you're the Targaryens.
That scene was so funny, bro.
It was hilarious.
Cinema.
It was
funny,
hilarious.
I started like, him doing the big loop around.
Bro, he really was like spinning it. Everybody finna get it.
Fuck you too, and then burnt them the fuck up. Okay, so where's the board? Talk about the board.
Because we have Aemon and Aegon are together. It seems like Aegon is finally like, you know what? I'm in charge. Aemon is his second in command again.
Yeah.
I could see him maybe trying to like parlay with Ulf and Hugh. Be like, hey, yo, we could
Maybe.
treat you a little bit better.
Yeah.
We can give you some lands.
Daron is still, I don't know if he's still alive or not, but he's there. Tessarion is there. So at minimum, if they get, I'm not going to count Hugh yet. And even if we count off, that's 4 dragons,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you have, Bela's locked up with Moondancer. Adam and Sea Smoke are somewhere, we guess. Vermithor, again, who knows? Is Caraxes, Cyrax, and Taraxes, and Taraxes young to fly. So really, you kind of, dude, it's like 4 on 4.
I mean, are we
Maybe
time
5
jumping
on
to
4?
account for those other dragons?
Nah, I don't think so, because remember, Aegon and Aemon were like, it'll take them a couple hours to get to Tumbleton.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
They were like, we're gonna go to Tumbleton.
And that needs to be resolved.
We'll burn that house, and then we will march on King's Landing and retake the throne. That's the plan. That's like, that's a good setup for season 4.
Here's the thing. So it's the sides, it seems, are like, to your point, 4 on 4, but Sunfire ain't peak Sunfire.
But it's still a dragon, though. You know,
Against men, it matters. Against other dragons, not so much.
yeah.
And even what's Darren's dragon?
Tessarion.
Tessarion is a little small. Like,
small,
I was like,
but again,
well, what the fuck you gonna do?
But I don't.
Against Caraxes.
I think the size is a little bit weird because that's a smallish room that they're in, and he can really fit Tessarion in that room.
He's fitting into a corner,
Into
not
a
even taking up the
corner,
whole
yeah.
room.
So what you're saying is that the size of something and its effectiveness is based upon the space that it inhabits.
So anyway,
Right.
I think what we're going to see in season 4 is
I'm just making entertainment podcasting here. I'm just making entertaining podcasting. Here.
Right.
I think what we're going to
Man.
see
Sorry, guys.
to
Apologize
to answer your question
Disabilities.
actually is going to be a little bit more even, right? The Greens are on the back foot with the Dragons before. Now it's kind of like, now we're 50-50. Now what it looks like when you got 4 and I got 4, or I got 5, you got 4, right? It's not like this wealth of dragons where they had like at the beginning of the
But
show.
the Greens
like
also have a leadership problem now, right now. The Greens
There's a vacuum.
Yeah.
the Greens. So Ormond's gone. Darren is a young babe in the woods. Alicent probably will be re-engaged.
Do they have a leadership problem? Aegon is alive.
Aegon is alive, true.
Oh, yeah,
but
but just reset
Yeah,
that.
but Alicent tried to poison like Aemon, so I don't
And
even
he'll know about that.
so what I'm saying is like they don't. There's so yeah, Alicent. No. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
I guess
Alicent, just stay in the woods. Stay in
Aegon
the
is
woods.
there, and Aegon is gonna like go through and basically grab up all the power that would have been there, and he is the top guy.
Yeah,
Like,
he's the man now.
Yeah, he's.
He's
man.
the king.
So
He's
he's
the
the
king.
king. The king is alive.
The king's alive.
And
So
well,
now
if we
we've
look at
switched usurpers now.
if we look at Rhaenyra's side, though, I don't know how much Bela is really going to be excited to be following her lead, especially because, like, you left my grandfather to basically die. So I know you don't really give a fuck about us like that.
And then you was treating me like this. And
Adam seems kind of just like, man, fuck this whole shit, bro.
So you understand the problem now, which is, this is something we've talked about throughout the season, or even Bela mentioned it in this episode. Hey, man, when people have used to you, you treat them with this, and then as soon as they're disposable, gone. Not even a thought. How are you supposed to keep Dragon Riders happy if that's how you treat everybody? Right now, when it's time to be tested, when it's time to get in the mud, when everything's on the line, who do you got to fight with you? Who do you got by your side?
It's time to get live. It's time to represent Sunset Park. What time is it? It's time to get live. It's time to represent Sunset Park. What time? Y'all never seen Sunset Park?
No,
No,
I know what you're talking about.
can't say I have.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should. Okay, we're gonna
Play
do
the
a-
old man van sound
We,
clip.
we, we
right?
gotta
is
do the
old.
old man van. We're gonna do a film festival. So that didn't work. I thought y'all had seen it. I thought, oh, I gotta say something real quick, just before we move on. So earlier in there,
What?
I know what he's
I'm
talking
sorry
about.
I'm so off the rails. I kind of like the way I look in this bitch.
You look
honestly.
good.
Javan looks great.
Look good with it.
So earlier in this bitch,
Okay.
we're in there talking.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know, Ulf was on the
on the toilet.
on the toilet.
Right.
Jomi says Ulf on the toilet like Elvis Presley. funny, great reference for Jomi. Elvis Presley died, I think, 1977.
Yeah.
Okay? Great reference for Jomi. Thought to myself.
You thought about it for like 2 minutes.
Well, I thought to myself, I went,
for so long.
I'm looking at Jomi, I'm like, So, Elvis Presley, you know. Barry Gordy.
Damn.
Don't know. Okay? Elvis Presley dying on the toilet. Like, Jomi's barely 30 years old. Elvis Presley dying on the toilet used to be something that was talked about in culture like all the time, like all of this stuff with Elvis Presley. No one fucking brings that dumbass shit up now, bro. Nobody fucking talks about Elvis no more. If that fucking movie not coming out, nobody talks about him. Somebody used to see Elvis every single week in the 80s, right? In the 90s. So like, I saw Elvis somewhere. Elvis is still alive thing. Nobody talks about it. But that, which happened 20 years before Jomi was born.
Do you have a rebuttal?
20 years before Jomi was born. Barry Gordy is still alive.
Yeah. A rebuttal, no, but this is not the first time like this particular thing has happened. I remember I was at Alan Siegel. Shout out Alan Siegel, he the man. We were talking and I used like below the Mendoza line and he looked at me like, how do you know what that is? I'm just like, I've been outside. Not outside enough for Barry Gordy, unfortunately. Sorry, OG, my fault. Please, I said an apology before, but I just want to reiterate how sorry I am.
I will say though, our black fans do gotta chill on us because looking at the comments,
they were mad for real.
Like, all right, y'all. All right, y'all.
We all collabed on it. I've seen all those comments
too. To be honest, I have to take some accountability and be honest about it. Y'all can suck my dick. Okay? Like, I'm just being honest.
That's accountability?
Yeah, there's no reason to be rude. Okay? Like,
It was getting nasty.
Tell you guys, I'm good at talking, but I'm not as smart as you think that I am. I keep telling y'all that, right? Keep telling you guys that over and over and over again. It took me a second. Also, I would like to say this. We did not think about the fact, what was tripping us up was the fact that, tripping us up.
Like it is right now.
Tripping us up again. Let's think about it. Lena.
Okay. Lena. But the fact that it's an outside thing. They're brother and sister, but it's a bastard situation. If they were the same brother,
they're half brothers.
That
and sisters.
space in between, and there's a generational thing because they're basically the same age, huh? No, but Alan and Adam are more. They're the same age. It's like they're closer in age to the younger, to the grandkids than they are to the sister.
Okay.
So all of that stuff was muddy in the waters a little bit. Like my mom was real disappointed. I'm not talking about mom.
Did your mom watch House of the Dragon?
Yeah, my mom was real disappointed. She was like, "Son, baby, like what you talking about, baby?" You know what I mean? I didn't really mean what I was saying. You guys are right. I was stupid.
No, we love y'all, but damn, y'all were mean.
I was going crazy. One sister just went. The comment was just, "They all slow."
I saw that. All right,
and I'll tell you guys something. Not all of us. If you go back and you watch that clip, from the beginning of the clip, Steve's like, it's just uncle. Just uncle. Which is tough for us in that situation.
Listen, it's a lot. Look, the family tree's a wreath. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to pick upon like which is which, who was who, and everything is so confusing. Everything is their love. What did who was it? Ulf was like, that's her aunt, her niece. They're lovers, husbands. That's crazy.
Who knows?
That scene was, when you talk about people, and I really do understand what you guys are saying about Rhaenyra. I was offering my own perspective along with it, but when you talk about people who had a villain turn that was like, to me, a little bit unearned, I kind of think Ulf was one. Like, I know Ulf got punched in his shit and all that stuff, but the way Ulf was acting in the bar in this episode, the way he was acting, people were like scared of him.
Yeah.
And that's like never been his character that I've seen on the show.
Can I just say this? I think maybe some of my pushback to this final episode was they don't have a handle on the Dragon Riders. Where it's like when Hugh is like cradling his wife, it's supposed to be this sad moment, but it doesn't really emotionally hit. And to your point with Ulf, I understand his villain turn, like logically, but it was like almost overnight he went from being someone who was sad because he couldn't hang out at the tavern and buy his boys drinks to basically being this big swinging dick, being like, you better be afraid of me, I have a dragon. And it seemed like maybe the show didn't have enough real estate to really make that turn feel earned.
I mean, kind of, but not really. I feel like
I
they've
agree
done a
with
good job of seeding. I vehemently, I can't even speak
Hit the button.
anymore. Vehemently disagree. I think the show did a good job of being like, Ulf feels important. He's got a dragon. You got to treat me some type of way. You got to talk to me some type of way. And the Targaryens are like, no.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, how do you style yourself? Ulf Targaryen? Absolutely not. You can't go to the bar. You can't drink. You stuck here with in the Red Keep with nobody.
Right.
It's like, all right, well, I don't really like that. I'm gonna sneak out. Daemon punch me in my face. All right, forget that. I'm leaving. Right? Go out, be in the bar, not Old Town, sorry, Tumbleton, having fun. Gets too drunk, gets punched in his face by Army. Like, all right then. So nobody really rocked with me.
But also,
all right then, bet we all finna die.
also think about it. His life before he had a dragon. He was the life of the party at his bar with his friends, like hanging out, living his life. He had a shit life, but he made it his own.
He was that 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Legitimately being that. And this one, he was at the bar going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hugh thing is interesting though, because I mean, this is something we talked about while watching. We're like, I kind of you can't put that all on Hugh though. You know,
Huey?
like Huey, because he was like, he went to get his wife. It's like, yo, this ain't what we can get out of here. And she was like, nah, I'm good. And then when he goes in there and he finds her, obviously, like, it's sad because he wanted to, rescue her from this
Oh,
fate.
you're saying that she asked for it?
That's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. It's
No.
just- that's not what I'm saying.
Tough,
That's
bro.
not what I'm
Damn.
saying.
Fuck,
She didn't
bro.
ask for it. I'm just
God
saying
damn, dog.
it does not hit, to your point, it does not hit the way it's supposed to hit. When we see her we see him hold her in his arms, it sounds like, dang, bro. Like, we just like, this is something like obviously, like was obviously going to happen. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I mean, I can see what you guys are saying with that, because like his storyline wasn't really served well by this season.
Yeah.
It's enough there, but like he was kind of more like someone who was left almost unguided, uncared for. And then all of these things happen. They almost kind of shoehorn that in to give us an understanding as to why something more terrible is going to happen for him, or he's going to do something terrible. But I do think with the amount of story that they had to deal with this season, that this episode was a pretty fucking amazing.
yeah.
Pretty great.
Just realization of a lot of the story points that were in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think House of the Dragon
House of the Dragon.
overall would be a little bit more successful if they did have more real estate instead of like 8 episodes?
Obviously.
got,
I mean,
like,
yeah.
Of course.
even 10 or
Obviously.
12, because I was just like, I like all of these characters. Obviously, I love the world. I was just, by the end of this, I was even like, damn, we could have gotten 2 episodes of this battle.
But like, not to absolve this of the fact that it should be this expensive, but like these episodes are like 20 mil a pop or something. Like, it's like
HBO raising the prices
expensive.
every week, bro.
This one was like an hour 10. Also, sometimes we like the episode. I mean, look, with us, I mean us as far as the whole watching group of people. Sometimes we like filler episodes. If you get
For sure.
10, you eventually get one where it's just the story of a baby dragon coming into its adulthood.
Right.
Nah, man.
Like 10
But
years. It starts
I-
off 100 years ago as a little baby dragon.
So you're
I
telling me you
disagree.
wouldn't fuck with the Sunfire episode where like Sunfire just holding on for dear life,
and then
being like, I know
it's
Aegon's coming
basically
back.
his baby
I
Yoda in the
would've
woods
Yes.
moment.
loved that. Like,
Exactly.
But that's what you get. So like I personally think 9, even one more would have been good. I don't know if we need to stretch this battle,
Mhm.
but I would have liked to see. I don't know though. I
No,
would have liked to
the best season is the first season. It had 10 episodes.
Yeah, but again, like we did kind of get like not the equivalent of a bottle episode, but we had the right runway. The show being its most effective is, to me, again, like I said, my favorite episode is episode 3, where we have Rhaenyra attempting to rule, and it's slowly kind of dripping away from her because it's entirely her POV, and that's when a show has more real estate, you get more episodes like that. And yeah, we could have liked that more. But again, I'm perfectly happy with what we got.
Wait,
That was
wait.
great.
So you just said so. You think the first season is the best season?
Disagree.
What's the best season?
This one.
Vehemently
this one
disagree?
is
This one.
definitely-
So this is the best season?
Yes.
Nah,
Because here's the thing, I'm not gonna lie. The first season, I didn't give a fuck about them kids.
nah,
Like it was way too much about them when they
I'd
were
have to
young.
think about it.
nah.
It's close though. I'd have to think about
I
it. The
think
first season got some fucking shit with it though.
It's good. It's good.
First season had motion. Like this is like before we cared about those characters, man. Back then, like the dragons carry the show now.
Viserys
Really.
walking into
that
the
was
throne
great.
room.
Come on, man. That meant something.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This was an uneven season, but the highs of season 3 were high.
I agree.
Crazy high.
Maybe.
Bruh, Viserys dying at the end, gutting stuff. I still love Westeros, man.
We ready for the Midnight Meter?
I think we are.
Yeah.
All right, y'all know what it is. Midnight Meter 1 to 12. 1 is the worst, and 11 and 12 are reserved for true game changers. We'll start with you, Van.
The whole season?
Yeah.
9.
9.
Strong 8.
7.
Yeah, I gotta go 9. I almost went 10. I almost went 10. I can't go 10 though. I can't go 10, but it's a 9. It's a 9 for me. This was great fucking television.
It was
I
good
loved
stuff.
this
Yeah, I had a
episode.
great
I
time.
love
I will
this
just
season.
say, I do think, even if he was probably
Wait a minute,
some
nigga.
shit-
So you saying that this season is the best season of the House of the Dragon ever, and it's the 7?
Yeah.
So what was season 1?
To me,
Yeah,
like a 6.
we back on the drugs.
I think they need
Charles
George
has
back.
relapsed.
I do think they need George
Man.
back.
Charles is.
I'm tired of the dick riding.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
The George dick riding is way too far.
Whoa.
Nah.
Hey, we got two. We
Let's
got
go.
2 Game of
Hell
Thrones
nah.
seasons this
Hell
fucking year.
nah.
Which one had George on it?
The one that he actually wrote. The one that he actually put like character motivations and story into. Fire and
No,
Blood.
George
there's-
did tell us. He was like, "Hey, yo, the shit that they trying to do over here, I'm not fucking with it."
He out here
You
trying
know
to
what
pass the
warned
buck.
us.
You know what it seems like? You know what it
Pointing
seems like you're
fingers.
doing? It seems like you're dissing Ryan Condal.
You don't even know who Ryan Condal is.
Out there
Shout out
pointing
to him.
fingers. I'm not acting like
I love,
everybody's
I love your work,
absolved.
Ryan Condal.
I think like given what the book of Fire and Blood is, which is again is a like historical retelling of the history of the Targaryens from like all different types of secondary and tertiary sources, right? A lot of these characters don't have like motivations in like real motivations in the book, right? They say, oh, Rhaenyra might have been this, or Alicent may have been that, or Viserys may have or may not have done this. When you have to put it into like a story, you have to actually give these characters motivation. You're liable to like piss off people in the book or that are like really passionate about the books, whatever. For 9 of 7 Kingdoms, brother, it's like it's there. What did Aegon want? What did Dunk want? Like these characters have like life and he's like giving breath to them, which like amazing, right? It's the same thing that happened with D&D and Game of Thrones. The first seasons when they had like the books and these characters and everything that they their motivations and everything, perfect. It's great. We're like, wow, we love this show. As soon as that's off, as soon as the books don't have them, and you got to make this TV, it's like it's hard.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
It's nearly impossible.
I'm not dissing this. This is
y'all
a
make
good
sure.
season
Y'all
of
make
TV.
sure if y'all break that out, get Chuck's face as Jomi is talking. You was looking like this nigga talking some fucking bullshit. You don't tell me I'm dick riding.
Here's the thing. Ryan Condal, OG legend, what they've managed to do
Legend.
from the battles and the scale of this are amazing. Some of the Alicent shit, just her like popping up randomly. Like, hey, yo, go to Harrenhal. Hey, we gonna have Damon in Harrenhal for a fucking year talking to some trees and shit. That's the type of shit where I'm like, come on, bro. We tighten the shit.
As opposed to what in the books they set him in Harrenhal and he's gone
Yeah, but this is
forever.
this is where the writing comes in.
This is where the
show
writing shit, like, I'm not dissing the whole show. I'm just saying the connective tissue of it
Tough.
be pissing
Whose
me
fault
off.
is that?
Whoa.
That's George's.
Wow.
He wrote the book.
He didn't write the show though.
Oh, dad.
He wrote the book. Hey, we
Fa-fa
gonna
daddy,
cast
baby.
Matt Smith.
Cut
He gonna be
this.
the man. Hey, check it out. Matt Smith, hey, take season 2 off. We gonna put your hair in hall and disappear.
Yeah, but George didn't do all of that.
Jomi.
Jomi.
He wrote the book.
I understand
What
that.
are you talking about?
I'm talking about the
Wow.
show.
So then, what do you want? So then, what do you want Condal to do then? If I say, "Hey,
We
we're
not saying
cast Matt,"
Condal did a good job.
We're saying he did a good
We
job.
said we doing a
versus
good job.
Jomi, don't let him.
I'm
talking
I'm
shit.
losing my mind.
No, you lost it.
I'm losing my mind.
You broke that. You broke the thing. Just.
I'm like explain to me. So if I say, "Hey, we cast Matt Smith," we send Matt Smith to Harrenhal. We say, "Yo, Matt Smith does nothing."
Right.
for like, I don't, how many pages or whatever. He's just gone, and then there's a host at Harrenhal.
Yeah.
He brings everybody together.
Okay.
What do you want Kondo to do?
Anything to make that more interesting. The show is
so
made
I'm
up.
not disagreeing with you.
You can't.
But you can't glaze George R. R. Martin.
I'm not glazing.
You were glazing.
You cannot repeat the same mistake twice. You can't have a season where you're like, hey, Matt Smith, we're sending you to Harrenhal. And then you do, hey, Amen, we doing the same thing, and it's the same fucking result.
Because the same thing does happen. Their stories mirror each other. That's the whole thing. Here's what I will say. Do I think Kondo has played this entire thing perfectly? No, I think there's been mistakes all over the place. However, you can't be like, yo, man, where's George at? This is his book. A lot of the problems stem from his storytelling.
And there's maybe a reason why he's in active rebellion against this show and not Night of the Seven Kings.
Well,
because
okay. We'll learn more during the Ryan Condal interview.
Good plug.
This is the dumbest
Why
thing ever.
are you not dissing Condal?
What's wrong?
We said he did a good job.
Nobody's hating anybody.
Why are you breaking the equipment? Why are
It's
you
broken.
You broke it, bro. You broke it. Now you gotta hold it. Hold the mic in your hand. There you go. Grip it.
Right. Yeah, because he
grip
wrote
that shit.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. He gave Aegon an arc.
Guys.
Hold on. He gave Aegon an arc. He gave Dunk an arc. In Fire and Blood, these characters just do stuff on the, like, Mushrooms like, yeah, man, we might have heard that Alicent may have done this. Step to Eustace is like, yo, we might have heard Rhaenyra's done that. The degree of difficulty on Fire and Blood is incredibly hard.
We're not taking that away. We're not taking that away. I'm just saying.
I seriously think that you might be misinterpreting what we were trying to say.
What were you trying to say?
About the fact that, like, yes, it's hard, but there have been mistakes along the way, and while we can't put that all on George...
Can I say something real quick? It's very interesting. I just want to say something. I want to note this. Everybody is entitled to their opinion.
Right.
This is the way that it works. It is also... because people are going to watch and listen to this, and I just think it's important. I'm going to say this once. We're never going to talk about this again. This is a $150 million production, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Saying that there are mistakes along the way, and there are. This is not to Steve. This is just in general. This is in general. This is not to Steve. It's not to Steve. It's not to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many moving parts, right?
Yeah.
It would be so incredible. When you think about the perfect arcs of television that you watch, number one, like everybody, we talk about how Andor was perfect, right? Another perfect thing about Andor was only 2 seasons. Right. And so, like, when you start to stretch that story out a little bit, you have one book, there's all kinds of things. I just want to make sure that we hold, and I know that we do. Once again, this is not to rebut anyone.
Of course.
That we hold space for the prodigious job that these creators and actors and writers and everyone have to do. It's a lot of stuff to do.
We don't want to forget the history of it, too. Like, there were bake-offs. There was which series is going to go first. I'm not saying... I think some people can say with George, in the past, because these are his children, he holds on to them tight. And sometimes that is in direct conflict with trying to get a season of TV on television in a right time. I'm not saying, for the last season, there are some things I just want to be a little bit tighter. That's it.
I think that's fair. No, I mean, it's really, and my whole thing is like,
we went crazy.
Well, yeah, because I spent a lot of time like looking at this stuff, reading this stuff, and seeing all the conversation around it. And the fact that my whole thing is the fact that George has escaped all type of culpability for this is just insane to me. Like, he's got a role to play. Let's not act like he's not involved in this at all.
Let's talk about this more on the next podcast, because I want to talk about just the entire adaptation world that we're living in right now. Because you can have a conversation about this, the Children of Blood and Bone, all of that stuff.
Emily Wilson.
You can have all kinds of conversations about this, because we're seeing stuff that's a little bit... Now, that's not true. There've always been authors that were like super involved in the adaptations when they came to the screen. I think Mario Puzo wrote the screenplay for The Godfather, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I think, when you look at some of this stuff, it's all... But now... there is a push-pull that I'm seeing right now that is, it's like in the front of the news now.
Yeah.
They changed before, when the author didn't like when something got changed in their book, you would find out on like the special edition DVD of that shit.
Yeah.
You find out like 10 years later. Now you find out before this shit comes out.
Right.
Like, I didn't like what they were doing, all the problems, stuff like that. So I do think that there's a really, especially as everyone's like, Hollywood's in an arm race for what they can adapt and like steal fandom from people. Because now it's not even just about how great the book is. It's about whether or not the book already has a built-in fan base to get you sitting in front of the seat or to go out to the movies. And that even ups the fucking the ante because now your author is probably to some degree either a celebrity or a very important cultural figure, which puts them in a dick measuring contest with the creatives on the movie or the show.
And the last thing I'll say about House of the Dragon, this is why I give the creatives a lot of credit. They have a different task than Game of Thrones did. Game of Thrones got to get to this level where there's dragons and battles all of the time, where with Ryan Condal and co, they're like, oh, we're basically making like the final seasons of Game of Thrones every single season. Yeah. And that's a lot harder to accomplish versus like, hey, we're going to have 3 really, really difficult seasons where we're making multiple movies versus we're basically making 8 movies every 2 or 3 fucking years. That is almost impossible. And to your point with Andor, they had to do it twice and they knew this is our beginning, this is our end.
Yeah. Right. And also, you know, even with George R.R. Martin, he saw the way the end of the Game of Thrones thing went, and he doesn't want too much dirt on his legacy. So he's probably holding on a little bit tighter too. Little RC Cola, bro. We held you down. We got niggas in here that's going crazy. Wow. Man, shout out to Condal, bro. Shout out to RC Condal, the motherfucking man. Shout out to the 2014 Hercules movie, which I went and saw with The Rock as Hercules.
That's why you're looking up Hercules.
And then I remember I liked that bitch for whatever reason. I remember I came back to TMZ. Yeah, he did a Hercules movie. I remember I came back to TMZ. I was like, The Rock Hercules movie is okay. People from The Office went to see it, and then they came back and they went, yo, Van, are you fucking out of your mind? I remember I never forget, my man went, yo, bro, I took my family to that shit. I was like, dog, I thought I liked it.
Do you have a weakness for the Sword and Sandals movie? This, He-Man, it's something about it.
I have a weakness for all of this. The only movies I take serious are the movies that take themselves seriously. And then the bar for me goes like way through the roof.
You like John Carter?
Nah, I never saw that. I saw part of it. I never really sat down and watched that one.
I saw that in the theater.
I never saw that one, bro. I saw parts of it at home, but I didn't go to the movies to see it.
Okay. I mean, I didn't go to the movies to see it either. A brick, though.
All right. Big time brick. Almost, man.
An all-time.
Yeah.
Nah, he was on a roll.
They gave him 3 or 4 different shots. They gave him, I don't even want to get into it because that's actually sad. Like, they nigga come off and nigga get in this moment and then 3 in a row. Man. Like, that one.
The one with the
battle
why
shit.
We acting like Taylor Kitsch did it? Like he's
still doing
back
his thing.
He's doing his thing. He came back.
But
What was the one with Aaron Taylor Johnson and Benicio del Toro?
Savages.
Savages.
Yeah.
I like Savages.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's all right.
Savages. Okay. All right, guys. That's it. Jomi, I don't know what the hell happened with Jomi on this one.
Because you be on socials too much.
That's what it is.
That's true.
You be in the comments where they're like, "Where's George? Where's George?"
This is what you do to him. All right, know that this is what you do to him.
It's true. The House of R has an interview with Ryan Condal out that you can watch right now. It's up right now, apparently. On Wednesday, the Midnight Boys are back to discuss the season finale of X-Men 97. Special guest might be in the house for that. On Thursday, Bud Mash previews Wolverine and Star Wars Zero Company. Star Wars Zero Company is it's a role turn playing game.
Yeah,
take turns.
Different order of those words, but
strategy.
Different turn-based game.
Yes, there you go.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Y'all got
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Take turns.
Yeah, you take turns.
I like a nice turn-based game.
Yeah,
TBGs.
There you go.
That's TBG. Our producers today are Aleya Zenieris, Jake
like
Burnett,
XCOM.
Devon Baroldi, Jomi Adeniran on social.
XCOM.
Hashtag Jomi Dragonfight. This is a production from Arjuna Ramgopowell. Before I say this, I would just like to tell all of my coworkers and colleagues, like CT, Kalika, who doesn't work here, but
my colleague and coworker.
But I will say
Kalika.
just how much fun it was to watch the season finale in a room together.
Oh, that was great.
Charles did not fucking do it.
I was doing my fucking receipts from San Diego Comic-Con.
Like Charles just might as well just go in and ask for $35,000 because that's what you spent. But like Charles, Charles did not do it. It was a lot of fun. It was so fun that I almost kind of feel like the show would be better if we watch all of these episodes together.
Honestly, could be the move.
Could we
2028?
We'll see. Chuck, take us out.
The Midnight Boys are shaking their dreads. The Dragon Riders are mongrels. All respect to Mr. RR and Ryan Condal.
Oh my God.